Welcome to Mind Your Business, the channel where we are in a everybody business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip. Today I'm here to speak about Ladies' Night. Now, have you all been watching Ladies' Night? It is a reality show about SWV and Salt and Pepa attempting to go on their tour for the first time. It has been really good, I love both of the groups. And it's been interesting to watch everything unfold. We've had Coco not turning up for rehearsals because she's going through a divorce, group bickering, and the sort of talking about dropping SWV from the lineup because of the non-turn up for rehearsal. We've had some terrible dance rehearsals where SWV couldn't keep up. Well, mainly Coco, and of course we've had some arguing in between, just nothing too major, nothing too ratchet, but it's been good to watch. And of course the first show that they had together went well, despite everyone worrying and thinking it was going to go left, typical reality TV show stuff, okay? But fast forward to the most recent episode, and it's all about Spinderella, who we all know as the DJ for Salt and Pepa, and her struggle with feeling like the third wheel in the group. While I get no one wants to feel like that, the truth of the matter is Salt and Pepa were a thing before Spinderella. They added her to the lineup after they were already established. Now, while I do really like Spinderella, I do get where Salt and Pepa are coming from. I also see Spinderella's side, to be fair. For her, it must feel like she's the third wheel. She's part of the group, but not feeling like she is being valued. On the other hand, I do think she is doing a bit much. So the ladies were invited onto a US daytime talk show, and both Salt and Pepa were asked to join the panel, and they wanted Spin to DJ when it was time for them to perform. But Spin wanted to be able to sit on the panel with them. Why not add a third chair was her point. But Spin said that she can't talk, then she'll walk, which I didn't really agree with. Now, like I said, I think she's great. She's a good DJ. She's beautiful, talented. I like when she's been able to rap, when they let her rap in the group. But the truth of the matter is the group is called what? Salt and Pepa. And that alone should be a clue for you, okay? They come out and they, Salt and Pepa's here, okay? I didn't hear no Salt and Spin and Pepa's here. It is literally Salt and Pepa's here, okay? So, not to be funny, but let's be clear on that. Salt and Pepa are clearly the key figures for the group. If they weren't there, there would be no Salt and Pepa. As bad as it sounds, if Spin ain't there, they will still be Salt and Pepa. And I'll admit that this whole thing has had me a little bit torn, because at first I was like, yeah, how can they leave her like that? Like, they're taking liberties. But then I realised that she had left the group for about 3 years before, and then she came back. But sorry, no one actually knew and no one noticed. We only know now because of the show, because it's been highlighted in the show. And we also find out that her DJ friend took on the job when she left. So he actually DJed for Salt and Pepa. And she is really mad about that. Which, to be honest, I don't get, because, he's saying and she's saying that he did call her to ask if she minded. And it would seem she gave him the green light, but maybe was thinking that he wouldn't do it. But to me, why would you give someone the green light if they want to do it? And secondly, of course he's going to do it. The man's probably got bills to pay just like everybody else, just like you. So I don't understand it. And it happened. It was a good opportunity for him, so why wouldn't he take it? And if you didn't mind, and why didn't you say so at the time? And why are you now bringing it up a year or years later? It's a bit baffling. I like all the ladies, and I'd actually like them all to just get along and stay together, and keep doing their thing. But in early May, it was announced that in the media that Spinderella was kicked out of Salt and Pepa. Now, when I heard that, I was quite shocked. Obviously, seeing the Ladies' Night show, it isn't that surprising, seeing the tension that is within the group. But I didn't think they would kind of do her like that, because like I said, I'm torn. To me, from my perspective, growing up, I know Salt and Pepa as, Salt, Pep and Spinderella. That's always been the case from my perspective. Obviously, I'm a bit younger, so yeah, from my perspective, it's always been that way. But from their perspective, Salt and Pepa, they had a group together before she joined. And obviously from the show, you can see there's lots of tension. But I was really saddened to read that, she was kicked out the group, and Spin actually put up a statement on her Instagram page to let fans know basically saying that she got an email saying that she wouldn't be needed for the rest of the tour, which was a tour with New Kids in the Block, I believe it to be. So this isn't to do with the Ladies Night tour. So obviously their tour in Vegas went well and they did that together, but it seems they departed before, you know, she wasn't allowed to actually come on this tour. You know, they decided to part ways at that. So that seems to be the case with them. So Salt and Pepper seem to be continuing, as Salt and Pepper and Spinderella is now off doing her own ventures, which I think is sad because it would have been good to see them stay together. I can see where she was coming from, like I said before, and wanting to be feeling like, you know, more of part of the group. That's quite understandable. When you compare it with, you know, SWV, they act like a group, and, you know, they don't, you know, do appearances without each other. So I can understand that perspective completely. It's just a sad situation, really, and it'd be nice to see if they could, you know, reconcile their differences, but who knows. Just seeing that, you know, DJ Spinderella has done an article, an interview where she's talking about life basically after Salt and Pepper, and some of the ideas that she's got, like having her own academy. So I'm really happy for her and her journey that's going to be taking place going forward. But it's still a bit sad because these are my childhood group, and, you know, I always see them as Salt and Pepper. With Spin, you know, she's always in the frame, in the pictures that I've always seen. But, you know, again, I used to always question that in my mind when I was younger. Why is it called Salt and Pepper, and why is Spinderella's name not in there? But, I mean, why can't we all just get along and just be fine, man? What's the problem here? So, what do you guys think? Do you think that Spin is in her right to feel like she's being slighted a bit because of the way, you know, that it's all set up? Or do you get where I'm coming from, and the fact that, you know, the group is called Salt and Pepper? I mean, you can say Run DMC is Run DMC, but they still had their Jam Master Jay. But I feel like they made him more of a part of the group than maybe some people have. I mean, but at the same time, when you do look at the albums, you know, she has been on the album as well, so I get some of her point. But when it comes down to the music, who's putting in all the work? It's mostly the ladies who are recording their albums and who are recording their vocals. Yes, she's done a couple bits here and there, but when you really look at it properly, if Spinderella is missing, or if it's just Spinderella and there's no Salt and Pepper, then that is no Salt and Pepper. So that's my view on it. But what do you guys think? It'd be interesting to see what happens next episode. I will stay tuned and I will keep you posted. Get in the comments below. Yes, so thanks for watching that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I am uploading some more of People's Business. So until then, my nosy people, stay blessed.